I'm coming to you from, well, my home. No more Airbnb in the middle of nowhere while we renovate. After 10 weeks, we are officially moved in. So, okay, yes, fine, it's not done yet. Like all the windows have to be replaced and oh yeah, we have no kitchen countertop at the moment, which is a bit of a journey. And there are like 200 million other little small things that need to be fixed. But really, who cares? Because she is fancy, she smells of fresh paint, and you know, she's ours. Our first own place. I will show you more when it's finished. Like, I'll probably do like a proper tour of the place, but for now, I just wanted to like spend some time with you in the new place, so welcome. Did you see the video I posted a few weeks ago about my healthy habits? So I told you then that like last year and the start of this year has not been a healthy period in my life because of so much stress and too much work and not enough sleep and just like getting out of our routine by packing up our whole flat and then spending a few months in an Airbnb, which was fine, but you know, it's not like being at home with your own things and your teapot and your chopsticks and all that. So I was talking about how I need to like really rely on sound habits to be able to keep healthy and sane during stressful times. And now, since I'm back, my goal is this. I really want to like come up with a morning routine here in our new glammed up space that is healthy and calm and lets me wake up and work all the way till lunch without immediately becoming like super frazzled and hectic from work stress first thing in the morning. So I thought if I sit down and talk about what my sort of ideas and goals are for my everyday life going forward, it will be easier to like set that in motion, is what I'm thinking. So you know me, I'm a girl who likes waking up by myself, which basically means that I'm a girl who hates alarms. It's just something about being abruptly janked out of sleep by like a loud noise that feels like the exact opposite of a calm start to the day. So my sleep is still a little bit all over the place, which is so weird to me. I've never had trouble sleeping before. So I often wake up at like 2 or 3 and then stay awake for hours just with like a frazzled brain. And this is already getting better now that renovations are moving into its final stages, but I am guessing that a bunch of you have gone through periods of bad sleeping. So do tell me if you have any advice for like calming down an overactive 3 a.m. brain. So usually I would wake up without an alarm at like 6:30 or 7, but now, ever since the renovation started, it's a bit like irregular. I will wake up, you know, whenever I feel like. So this is the first thing that I want to adjust with my new morning routine. I want to go to bed around 11 and wake up before 7 a.m. It's like my favorite sleep cycle, somewhere between 7 and 8 hours. I do tend to check my socials and emails already in bed before getting up. And I'm not so sure about that one. Like TikTok might have some really mean comments for me, or my emails might be, you know, urgent and important. So I think like going forward, I will wait till I've had like a calm moment before checking my phone. One of my best features as a person is that I always make the bed, like always, every morning. And I feel like making the bed every single morning is a small sign that I'm like not doing so bad. You know what I mean? After I wake up, I go to wash my face. So I've told you guys before that the morning hours between 7 and like 12 or 1 are like my most productive, when my brain is most alert. So I don't want to waste time doing anything other than working. So I won't exercise or shower until after lunch normally. But just like washing my face and brushing my hair and doing those kind of small things really makes me feel woken up and ready to work. I keep skincare to a minimum before I shower, but lately I just have to recommend that I've been loving these collagen drops by Santa Verde. It feels so good on the skin, so I'll just like pat that in all over and maybe finish with a light day cream if I feel a tiny little bit dry. Normally when working from home, I'd never do my makeup, but since you guys are here today, I thought I'd make a bit of an effort. I want to say a huge thank you to Bene Ander for sponsoring the video this week. I have now received a full summer collection of clothes and accessories from them, and you guys, I really love these items because they're so clever and all have like different design tricks. So let me show you. First up are the sunglasses, and listen to this, they're foldable. How cool is that? So they only take up about half as much space as regular sunglasses. They come with this cute little case that you can just pop in your bag too. All right, so my favorite item of this whole collection is probably the shell sun hat. It's so unique and cool. I've never seen anything like it. So this will totally cover my sun-sensitive skin all summer long because, hey, ultra pale girl over here. And the brim is actually adjustable, so you can change the shape of it in like 1,000 different ways. So for workout wear, I got the buttery soft, beautiful and comfortable high-waisted leggings in grey. And these will become staples in my wardrobe for sure. And with these, just like with a lot of items on the site, you can actually decide on thickness when buying them if you want like a summer and a winter pair. So in summer, I'll wear these with the spaghetti strap tank top, also super comfy. And in winter or on chilly mornings, I'll wear it with a warm and fuzzy long sleeve turtleneck top, also in grey. Very matchy-matchy with the leggings. Finally, I got the sun protection zip-up hoodie, also in grey, to complete the perfect grey outfit. And the hoodie is breathable and extremely lightweight, so it's great to wear even on warmer summer days if you want to get some like coverage from the sun, but still keeping cool when you're working out. Now what I think you should do is go take a look at their website and all these cool and versatile items. They have free worldwide shipping and you can now get 20% off when using the code MUSTARD20 when you order over 3 items and 15% off with code MUSTARD15 when ordering less than 3. Down below in the description, you'll find links to all the styles that I have showed you in this video, so click and have a look. Big thank you to Ben Ander, and let's get back to the video. So about getting dressed, I keep it so simple in the morning. I have 2 things that I think are important when choosing my morning work from home outfit. Firstly, that it's like pajama level of comfortable. And secondly, that I don't have to spend time choosing what to wear in the morning. I feel that when your work is creative, where you have to like come up with content ideas or fiction ideas all the time, it's easy to get decision fatigue. It's sort of like the more decisions and opinions I have to have at work, the less I have energy for outside of work. So like, I don't want to have an opinion on what to wear or what to cook for dinner. Or if David like asks me what film I want to watch at night, I'm like, please don't ask me, just choose yourself. So do you ever get that way, like decision fatigued? So, getting dressed in the morning, I keep it really simple, like linen shirts or knit jumpers on cold days and super soft trousers or leggings that don't pinch anywhere. And this morning, I'm definitely not there yet because the only trousers I could find were these jeans, since all of our clothes are completely covered in renovation dust and we have to seriously wash every single item before we can wear them. And believe me, jeans is not something that I would ever wear in the morning when working from home if I was given a choice. Now that I'm dressed, it's time for sustenance. And by sustenance, I mean caffeine. So you know how I feel about my pot of green tea in the morning. I've for years been in the habit of making a large pot of sencha with a pinch of matcha powder in there that I sip throughout the morning. It's my favorite. I feel woken up and I'm like sloshed with antioxidants and just like extremely hydrated. But recently, when living in the Airbnb and not sleeping so well and like jumping straight into stress mode directly in the morning, I've swapped the green tea for coffee. And I mean like a lot of it. So one of my goals for this new calm morning routine is to go back to the simple everyday beauty that is sencha with a pinch of matcha. After I did the healthy habits video, a couple of you asked whether I eat breakfast, and the thing is, my brain gets really blurry and unfocused whenever I eat like a big meal. So I usually want my lunch to be the first big meal of the day. So in the morning, I just have like many small snacks. I go through periods of what my favorite snacks are. I've just forced myself off a naked bar period because I got seriously too addicted to them. My favorite right now are blueberries, red grapes, and okay, this one might sound a little bit weird, but cold pan-fried tofu leftovers. Oh, I pop those like candy, just like dipped in a little bit of salt. But the first snack that I have in the morning is that I steal porridge. David always makes porridge like every single morning with apple and banana and cinnamon and oat milk. So since David is probably the kindest boy alive, he lets me steal a few spoonfuls and it's delicious. If you don't have a David in your life yet, you need to invest in one of those, seriously. Okay, so after I've done all of that prep, I would say it took me 30 minutes this morning, which is fairly normal, I'd say. It's time that I do some work. And I can't believe that I'm saying this because it has definitely not sunk in yet, but I have my own study now. Before the renovation, we used this room behind me to put basically all of our unpacked moving boxes and other bits and pieces that we didn't want to organize before the renovation. So we've moved in here early May last year and lived in the pre-renovation space until early January. And now, a few months later, I, for the first time in my life, have a study. It's far from done yet. I don't have the right windows yet or the right furniture or anything. And this is just a temporary desk that we bought in the old flat during lockdown so that I could work in a corner of the living room. Remember that? So I'm hoping to find like a nice vintage desk soon, you know, with some history and charm. So today is Monday, and one thing I find hugely helpful when working from home is to have like separate days for separate tasks. So Mondays for me are admin days, and I like doing my to-do list for the whole week first thing on Monday mornings. So hear me out on this. I do have like a highly organized, color-coordinated Google Doc week plan, but lately, you know what I've been loving? My week plan casually written by hand in like a tiny little notebook instead, which feels so much more romantic and a lot less like officey. So I have this theory that there are two types of people in the world. The people who works best and most efficiently in an office environment, at a desk, in, you know, sufficient lighting, with a bus of colleagues running around, and the type of people who works best in a cozy, non-officey like environment, like on the sofa with a jazz playlist, by candlelight, as if you're kind of just hanging out with yourself and having a soft, cozy time. Am I right? Do all of you belong to one or two of these two categories? Let me know. So this last year, I've been juggling both like doing the influencer thing full time and also the book stuff more or less full time, and also the renovation, which honestly, David has done the most of, thank God. And obviously it's not sustainable to go this hard, but I'm thinking now, as soon as we've done with the unpacking and the final bits and bobs come into place, it will calm down and start to feel like, you know, normal life again. But I still don't want you to think that I'm like unhappy or ungrateful, because the thing is, having our own flat that we have done up exactly as we want it, and, you know, having my debut novel coming out in just a couple of months from now, I actually couldn't be more happy. It is such a dream scenario. Like the other day, I had a day that teenage Jenny would have like swooned if she saw. Because you know what I did? I went to my publisher's offices and like signed a whole bunch of proofs to send out to influencers and other authors and like press people. So a proof is like an early advanced paperback copy of a book to send out before the publication day to create some buzz. And even though these aren't the real finished hardbacks yet, it's still the best feeling in the world to see my words packaged so beautifully like this. It still feels bloody surreal to me, honestly. So this is my goal for future mornings. I want to unpack everything and get the flat ready. That's priority one. Then I want to get back into like slower, calmer mornings with tea and, you know, an unfrazzled mind and working on one task at a time. So to be able to do that, I need to do what I know works for me. Early mornings, tea, calm classical music, and switching off that goddamn phone. And I think this is one of the things that I've learned from being self-employed. What works for other people doesn't work for me. My routine is like bespoke, you know? It's been carefully calibrated over like thousands of mornings. So what I want to say is like, we should all feel excited about finding our own sort of perfectly adjusted mornings and listen to ourselves and our bodies and not least our own brains. And who cares if that turns out to be like a semi-strange routine? If it works, it works. So I'm thinking I should do maybe like a follow-up to this video once the flat is in great shape again and once I've tried and tested this routine to see how it goes, if you want me to, just like a follow-up. So just making this video today has actually been really helpful to me. Do give me a like and subscribe if you felt this one too, and see you over on TikTok if you're there. Seriously, I'm having so much fun over there. So I hope that you're as happy as I am, but much less overworked. I feel like we all just need to slow down and enjoy our tiny everyday luxuries, you know, the steaming tea, the warm shower, stealing David's porridge, or whatever you like to do first thing in the morning. Do tell me what you like to do, because I'm really curious as usual. And see you next week. I hope so, and take care of yourself till then. Peace, peace.